I just hit start recording. This is the same session. I'm literally doing this right now. Use the fire as hints to collect chips and be sure to study pink ball movements. I don't even care. Okay, so this is an interesting one. It's invisible walls plus some monster dodging. I wish they were hidden, but I see why. So I'm going to assume the fire shows me entry points. Some of these can be really mean. But 2 chips down, 2 to go. One to go, and it's probably going to be up in the top right of the level. So how do I get into this room? This room feels like it should be the easiest.
Bummer.
I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. Because that's honestly kind of an embarrassing death. But now I've got a better idea of the general structure of the level. It should be pretty easy this time. And now I just have to meander my way back over to the exit. Which I wasn't even going to try breaking in. I know Josh would be smarter than that. So stuck in Emerald. I actually really, really like this level. Even if I just cooked it. So you start by not picking up the green key immediately, then you do, then you go and you like work your way down. Then you get the suction boots, or no, you don't get the suction boots. Right. Suction boots would allow you to break out early. You used to be able to bust this in MS with some clever boosting once the toggles start changing. But that got fixed. Yeah, I did say once the toggles start flipping. There it is. And there is a hint in the bottom right of this level. But I'm just going to finish it. So moving on to It's No Skin Off My Teeth. I'm not going to read the hint because it takes teeth avoiding to deal with. So yeah, the whole concept here is you use the teeth to interrupt monsters.
Bummer.
Why did I do that? I meant to sideswipe. So yeah, I'm just going to try to be as efficient as I can with how I move the teeth around, just because this level would have a lot of waiting otherwise. And of course, I'm going to screw it up there. No, you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be up. Why is this teeth so uncooperative? Yeah, it's a very open level, and I think my biggest issue with it is that it is as open as it is. I would have preferred it to be a little more constrained. Just that you're not waiting for the teeth to move around for so far. It's because there is a lot of waiting for the teeth to catch up. I wish there were more setups like this where you use the same monster for multiple things. Anyway, we take the teeth up here and use them to get to the exit. Moving on, hot block central. I'm just going to assume all the blocks are hot. I'm not even going to try. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It looks like I'm going to get fire boots so I can move the hot blocks. I'm not so sure this is this looks like it's going to be pretty long. This is a bit of a windy path, too. Yeah, this is another one of those levels I don't think needed to take up quite the entire map. But then again, Josh has said about some of my levels that they should have taken up more of the map than they did, so, This might just be a design philosophy difference. Anyway, we've now got a nice pair of fire boots to move all of these hot blocks into bombs. How hard could that be? Well, I'm just hoping this is nothing like corresponding. There's a lot of available blocks up here. I am not liking that very much. So that means there's going to be a lot of pushing from that upper section. Yeah, the blocks have to come through here. I wonder what that message on Skype is. I had it during the last recording and I didn't check it. I usually check up on stuff between recordings. So even when I do multiple recordings in the same session, I end up like with about 5 minutes pause between each one. Not with this one. I just wanted to go straight into the next one because the Josh-CCLP4 section's a lot of fun. Okay, where do these blocks need to go? It says 2 of them need to go over there. And this is going to be tedious. I don't like this part of the layout. I really don't. Because I'm going to have to make that loop not once but twice. And that's a big loop to have to make. Let's back this way. I know I've left a lot of blocks alone up there, but that's just because I think it'll be more efficient to do so this way. It's like, look at this. Even though this is going to be the last one, I still want to put it in its place. Yeah, there's a lot of constructions here that seem a little redundant, or just there to take up extra time. So 3 to go. Can't take a block up through there, which is awesome. So I'm going to have to take it up through here. There's going to be a chip up this way, I think. No, I already went up there? Okay. So I still have 3 blocks, but I don't know where my missing chips are. Oh, sorry, there's extra blocks? Great! Exactly what I wanted to know. Okay, so the last chip's down at the bottom. So with the extra blocks, screw ever optimizing this level because I can't throw it into Yask and have Yask do it for me. For those who don't know, Yask is yet another Succoban clone. It comes with an optimizer. It's pretty handy for pure Succoban levels such as this. I feel like I have to sneeze. I hate that feeling. Ugh, I actually did sneeze. Please tell me this isn't an example of, like, corresponding where I moved a block where I didn't want to. Looks like I can take a block through this path and still get there, but that's a long, long loop. Anyway, this will be hot block central, because I basically can't lose at this point. I'd have to idle for literally 4.5 minutes, and I'm not going to do that, because I want to move on to Reacher Grabber. Recessed walls and keys are to be used in a wise manner. Oh boy. One of these levels. So, any block at all needs to be gotten up into that water space. Any block at all. I only have the one red key, and I need to preserve it. So how do I best do this? Looks like I'm going to need to do a nail off the yellow lock. That was a bit silly. I wanted this block here. And then because I need to preserve my red lock, I need to use this recessed wall. Wait, what? It doesn't work? I mean, in Lynx you could get away with that. Because you'd be able to go down from here and slap across, but you can't do that in MS. So what is going on here? If I can't do the nail method, maybe I can do the nail method, I just have to do it a little differently. Yep, okay, so I could preserve a recessed wall by doing it a longer way. Now, which of these recessed walls do I want to use? I want to use this one, because with the position of that block, like up against the yellow lock, I will need it to extract it later. So, the next question here is what's going on in this room? And do I have time to clear that dirt? Yes, I do. Do I want to clear that dirt is the question. I can't really explore this room, and that does bother me. I mean, there's a blue key and a yellow key. I don't know if there's any blue lock nails I'm going to want. That I'm going to assume, yes, I do want to clear the dirt until proven otherwise. And so I'm going to need to take 1, 2, 3 blocks, which there are exactly 3 in this room, over to there. But here's the thing. That yellow lock key is clearly going to be used on the other block in the other room. There's going to be a block dumped here, so I can take these other ones through. Or so I can take that one through. I think? Yeah, that sounds right. I'm going to have to temporarily leave a block here so I can nail in. I could go through the recessed wall and explore, but I don't think I want to do so. So what I'm going to do is take these... Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Like, that is so lame. Gosh, I thought you knew better. I thought you knew better. Hidden walls like that aren't fun, especially when you have to pick up something in a level that... Like, that really could have been a regular wall. That did not need to be a trap. You can justify it however you want. That's really, really lame. Nice hidden recessed wall. Okay. Moving on. We'll just pretend that nasty little trap didn't happen. Again, like, it wouldn't have been a problem if I could have looked ahead and seen that I didn't need to worry about nails against blue locks. But the fact that I couldn't look ahead, I was forced to assume it would be like the first key in the level, where you don't want to take it. Not like it's just... That was kind of a lame trap. Okay, moving on to the next room, where there's only one bomb that needs removing to get to the exit. And I can hit the trap button pretty easily at the cost of only one of these recessed walls. Please don't tell me... Okay. So once we get the green key, we can retrieve that block from the first room and just take it through this whole mess. So this is a puzzle to remove 2 bombs. Which... Interesting. Up there. And I can put the block here. Then I go through there and nail off that. So I think I just want to do that now. No choice but to do that push. Okay, so that should be reacher grabber solved. It only took me about, what, 5 minutes or so? I expected that to take quite a bit longer. But, yeah, reacher grabber solved. Moving on to Australia Remix. Oh boy. Of course some of these are going to be real. Why wouldn't most of these be real? Sounds like I'm complaining about that. No, it's just cynicism. It'd be too easy if they were all fake. Oh, look, a hint. Use 4 blocks to cross this river to find the red key. I don't want to release that fireball early. I might need it for something. Looks like I'm going to want it there. So, let's go just direct the fireball to its doom. Yeah, use 4 blocks to cross this river to find the red key. So I'm going to need to get those 4 blocks. No, really? That didn't do the thing that I wanted it to do? Really? Well, regardless, the fireball's dead now. Hopefully I don't need that for anything. Can I bridge across here? Yeah, but I'd rather bridge across this row. That row seems a little more useful. And it's the row you'd want to use. It's the row you'd have to use in links, so. Okay, so now we've got this section mostly figured out. Let's just get these teeth out of my way. Am I going to need those teeth for anything? I actually might. So this level is a bit long at the start. Just a bit. Oh, wait, no, I would be able to bridge across the lower one in links. It would just be a little more difficult to do so. I want to keep playing, but I don't know if my hand will let me keep playing after this. Yeah, when I was ordering my best of CC set, I clicked so many times to just move levels around. And I didn't do it slow, I did it fast, so I was mashing buttons. And my right hand on my mouse did not appreciate that very much, so really wish there was an easier way to reorganize levels in CC sets other than open CC Edit and use the move up, move down. It's more efficient than CC Design's method, but CC Design's level copying is way better. Anyway, we've got the red key. We've only spent about 4 minutes in this level. And I am, in fact, going to need teeth. Am I? No, I could use a teeth on that bomb, but then when I come back up, it wouldn't help. Yeah, plus I get the green key and I can just go up this way. So using a teeth on that bomb, though clever, would have cooked the level. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need these teeth for anything. I don't think I am, but I'm going to keep them alive a little longer anyway. Back over to where we got the red key. This level takes forever. Yeah, that's another thing Josh does that I don't do as often. Josh's levels are often quite a bit longer than mine. I don't know, in general I prefer shorter, easier levels. They're just more fun to play. It doesn't mean I don't dislike a difficult solving experience. Like, I had a blast going through CCLP4. I had a lot of fun spending 2 hours working out the solution to You Can't Teach an Old Frog New Tricks. Didn't have so much fun taking another hour trying to actually put it into practice. Where's the tank button? I don't want the tank button being pressed, I think. I mean, I could push the tank button at this point, but I don't know what good that would do me. I can always push it again, so I might as well find out. Oh, suction boots. That's convenient. And then what would it be under that block that might be useful? Flippers? I mean, why else would I be given a block at the end? Ha! I was right. There's really nothing else it could have been, but still. So Australia Remix has been solved. Moving on to Mud Pit, which is another very fun level. It's another teeth-heavy level, but, you know, those aren't bad. Those aren't bad at all. So I want to... just do some clearing out of teeth before I really kick into this level.
Bummer.
Why did I do that? I did not mean to move in that manner. So you do get to drown them. Yeah, I'll be a little smarter this time, but not by much. And yeah, that's the teeth cleared out. So there's extra keys in this level, as you can see. You only need 2 yellows. You need 1, 2, 3 reds. I think 3 blues as well, because it's symmetrical. And then, with all the chips in tow, you just grab the green key and finish the level. Moving on to Condo Management. Do I want to do this one in this video? I don't know. I don't know. I think I can. I think I will. So go around and collect all the keys. Blech, the key. Go around and collect keys to collect all the boots. Watch where you push your blocks. Blech, Annunciation Hard. So the astute viewer might notice that these are the walls from Apartment. I think this won the Walls of CC1 competition. And if I can be completely honest, I don't really see why. It's not, at least to me, it wasn't that interesting of a maze. It was just, there was a lot of backtracking where it didn't really need to be backtracking. So it's been a while since I've played this. We'll see if I'm just remembering wrong or if I was crazy then. Who knows? This might be a fun level. I don't think I'd vote for it for CCLP4 just because of that initial first impression. But yeah, we'll see if it manages to change my mind. Not many levels get that chance to overcome an initial bad first impression, but this one's getting one. So the block, I have nowhere else I can push it. And this will give me a blue key. Where did I see a blue lock? I don't think I did see a blue lock. So I'll need skates to get suction boots. Now I've got a yellow key and nowhere else I can go with it. I'm just mostly just circling around the level looking for stuff. I think I saw the yellow block down this way, though. I did. So with this block right here, it's a little tricky. I can use it to get access to either that bomb or down there with that chip. And I think I need to use it to get to that chip. Just because that is the longer push. Or no, technically it's a slightly shorter push, but I couldn't see where exactly it would lead. So now I have a green key. I don't think I saw a green lock anywhere. I may be mistaken. The only place I haven't used a lock yet would be the top right, but that's where I am. Hey, that was right anyway. So now I've got fire boots, and now I can actually start exploring the level completely. Get skates, get these chips. Yeah, this is an okay level. It's not as... It's better than I originally thought it was, that's for sure, but it's still not one of my favorites. Not even close to one of my favorites as far as mazes go. But it's definitely not as... it's definitely more fun than I originally gave it credit for. If only by a little. That's not very positive, but... that's what happens with a not-so-positive first impression. Okay. So now I need to find a way to get to the flippers. How am I going to do that? Clearly, I think I'm going to need to do push a block in from the right side. I'm not going to worry too much about chip collection until then. Okay, yeah, so I do have this block that I gained access to when I picked up the skates. And that's just going to be it. Because this is a pretty sizable loop, but it will give me access to the flippers, which should let me obtain the rest of the chips pretty easily. But yeah, it's like, my route for this, though obviously not perfect, looks pretty decent, and it's just been a lot of walking through the same halls. I know that's what mazes tend towards. I feel like I'm trying to justify an opinion that I don't even really know why I have at this point. That is such a weird sentence to say. Anyway, that's all the tips. Time to head back to the middle. This has been really, really bizarre commentary for this level. But, Condo Management is complete. I'll move on to Batteries in a Sock, which is a perfect example of a maze I really like, just due to the minimalist design. Like, pretty much, this is the entire thing. There's chips, there's sockets, there's exits, there's a starting point. That's all the tiles used. Perfect example of minimalist design, and I will play it in the next video, which will probably be after I give my hand a rest and get some water and stuff, so... if it's the same day as the previous bunch of videos, because you're marathoning this, why are you marathoning this? If it's the next day because you've got this watch to get uploaded, nice. If it's the same day because you're catching up, hi JB. Hi. And in the meantime, bye.